This is the city. This is one of the many parks. These are incentives to play the game? NBA 2K26 just did the unthinkable, and you need to hear about it. I haven't felt this way about a 2K in a really long time, but they absolutely could. Let's go ahead and dive into it. First of all, let's talk about the city on NBA 2K26. The city has been condensed into a smaller area, which is something I really wanted. I'm sorry to say this, but running around in circles up and down blocks when I'm just trying to hoop really wasn't my thing. I enjoyed the neighborhood on 2K19 and 20, and so the fact that we got a smaller condensed city on NBA 2K26 has me kind of excited. Less time running, more time hooping. If you play 2K, you know what the city is. You know you can access everything from the city, from Proving Grounds, Ante-Up, the Rec, My Court, whatever you need. But the dopest part to me is being able to swap builds on the fly. So we don't have to back all the way out to the main menu anymore. Come back in, send an invite, all that nonsense. In NBA 2K26, they have a swap builds feature where you can swap builds in the lobby, in the city, and that's such a W. Don't send me any more messages saying, oh, I wasn't on my main build. Get on your main build right now and play again. That's a dub. Let's go ahead and talk about the park, because NBA 2K26 absolutely cooked when it came to the park. Not going to lie. So in the city, there's a doorway that leads to the park. You go through that doorway and it'll take you to an entirely different area. And let me tell you, NBA 2K, they're trying to make park great again, bro. In my opinion, 2K is at its best when the park is jumping. And lately, the park hasn't been all that. We've been hooping on pirate ships, Transformers factories. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the park on NBA 2K26 actually looks and feels like a park. And I really like that about this. Not only that, but the city and the park will operate at a fixed time of day. Therefore, you don't have those shades moving. You don't have dark areas of the court. The courts will just look better on NBA 2K26. So once again, that is a W. One of my biggest issues was aesthetic fatigue. In previous 2Ks, the new park will look good for about a month, and then after that, you get kind of fatigued, bro. You get tired of looking at the same thing over and over and over. I know back in the day, that's all we had, but now it's the bit 2025. So 2K solved that issue by having seasonal parks. Every season, we will get a new park, and these are not events. They are in the game. We might get a park from NBA 2K16. The Dells are creating new realistic parks for NBA 2K26. I need that. That is a massive W. And if these parks are anything like the Proving Ground courts, bruh, I know they're about to go crazy. But look, I understand there were a lot more issues with the park than just how it looks. We needed a reason to play the park. We needed incentives. And NBA 2K26 handled that too. I'm going to knock on wood here, but the park is so back. Knock on wood. The park is so back. So let's start with the park MVP. If somebody has a park MVP logo, you need to try your hardest to beat them. If you beat the park MVP, you will receive 5 times rep and 5 times the VC for that game. So now I'm going on park MVP hunts. Not going to lie. Call it what you want. It might be a little crazy, but yeah, I need all that VC. I need all that rep. Definitely expect a park MVP hunter video. I need that. So with NBA 2K26 dropping a lot of news lately, you probably already heard about the streets and how they work in a park. On previous 2Ks, when you got on a street in a park, it was almost detrimental to the session, right? Because nobody would play you. They would get on their phones, check your record, check your field goal percentage, and say nah. But on NBA 2K26, you now have an incentive to beat these streets. You now have a reason to play these sweats. Bro, stop ducking the fade. Worst case scenario, you lose. So what? Best case scenario, let's say somebody is on a 20 win streak. You see them and you say, you know what? I want to play them. If you beat somebody on the street, you will now be rewarded for it. I'm talking about if somebody is on a 20 win streak, you will get 20,000 VC. And not only that, there's no limit to how high this can go. So if somebody is on a 30, you get 30K, 40, 40K. Shout out to all of the YouTubers that make videos about going on 100 game win streaks in a park. If you get tired, hit me up, throw the game. I'm kidding. Unless, no lie, I'm just glad we have an incentive to play the park again, man. 2K must have saw GTA around the corner because they absolutely cooked with the news we have so far. And we're not even done yet. Next up, we have what NBA 2K26 is calling crews. This is really a brand new feature. I know a lot of people, if you're you think back to the old NBA 2Ks, the old ones, but this is not that. It's not crew mode, and it's not crews from NBA 2K14. This is entirely different. So crews allows you to bring people together, play games, and be rewarded for it. It's kind of like making your own affiliation. So you can have a small group or you can have a group up to 50. Y'all let me know if I should start one. Let me know if I should add you. I need grinders though. You feel me? I need grinders. Because if you win games, and keep in mind, this can be done individually. You don't have to necessarily play with other people in the crew. But if you win games, you will be rewarded. Some of these rewards includes VC, boost, badge perks, cap breakers. I mean, we need that, bro. These levels go from 1 to 30. It's kind of like a season pass. So I like that 2K is appealing to community. I like that 2K is really giving us an incentive to make a crew, an incentive to play park, man. That's all I've ever wanted. You know, I've been a FIVES player for so long, but on NBA 2K26, I might be out there in the park. I'm gonna definitely be out there in the rec. That's probably where I'll get most of the wins at for my crew personally. If you need one, let me know. If not, I'll go ahead and make a crew and let me know if you want to join. But yeah, 2K definitely cooked with these incentives. So once again, we have crews in NBA 2K26. You can invite up to 50 people. You can get the crew to level 30 to earn badge perks, cap breakers, boost. I mean, damn. Our bills are about to be souped, by the way, because it's not confirmed yet, but I am assuming cap breakers are in the season pass. Now we have cap breakers in crews. We have cap breakers and lifetime challenges on NBA 2K26. We have cap breakers and build specializations. Bro, did 2K just go crazy? Y'all know I never really hype 2K. I just give you my thoughts, but I'm dead ass hyped right now. And like I said, I like that almost every build will be viable. Every build can be OP, because when every build is OP, no build is. All of these challenges, all of these incentives to play the game, bro, I love them because we are getting gameplay rewards. Not things that look cool on your MyPlayer, not a parrot for Hidden Legend. All of this stuff will help you make a better MyPlayer, which is fire. NBA 2K also talked about leaderboards in NBA 2K26, how some are global, some are mode specific. For example, if you're number 1 on the rec leaderboard, for one day you will have a statue outside of the rec of your MyPlayer, which is pretty insane. I need to go for that one day. We also move on to Pro-Am Summit, which is a tournament ran every 3 weeks, where all of the top Pro-Am teams will be able to get accessories and boosts and stuff like that for placing on the leaderboard. So I know I've been talking about the park a lot, but there's a reason to play every mode in NBA 2K26, to be honest. And even if you're not trying to place on the leaderboard like me, I'm a filthy casual, right? I try to get on, I hoop, get my shots up, get off. You can still get online to complete challenges. You have daily challenges, starter challenges, lifetime challenges, and season challenges, where you'll be able to earn not just cosmetic rewards, but also gameplay rewards. So if anything, do those challenges, man. It's a reason to play the game, and I just appreciate it. Because on NBA 2K25, real talk, I was getting on that game and just getting pissed off. That was my reward, getting mad. At least I'll be able to complete some challenges now. I'm not gonna lie, man, 2K just went crazy with that reveal. I like what I heard. And from Community Day, I like what I played. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say NBA 2K26 is looking like the one, but honestly, it has that potential. In the comments below, definitely let me know what you're thinking about NBA 2K26 so far. Be sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe, because we have content dropping heavy over here once NBA 2K26 comes out. It's going to be a movie.